Yo, welcome everybody. Good morning, good morning. What a beautiful morning we have here. God damn. Look at this. Such beautiful price action. Good morning, Rush. Good morning, everybody. Today we're gonna be sponsoring the stream. Well, the sponsor of today's stream, C4 baby. Pineapple Crush flavor. There is an echo. I'll fix that. No echo, Rush. No echo. Welcome everybody. I just checked on my laptop. I don't think there's an echo. I think you might have two streams open. Oh. Are we serious? There is no... I don't think there's an echo. I don't think there's an echo. Nope, no echo. Rush. Can anybody that's here in the live confirm the echo? Yeah, no worries, Rush. Anyways, let's start off today's stream with, first of all, welcoming every one of you. Today is Thursday, 4th of June 2026. Really nice price action that we had in London. I'll get to that in a second, but first of all, trading M&Q June contract still until the bank holiday, and then we're gonna switch the contracts, so I can't wait for that. We're gonna be switching to September contract. Anyways, let me just yep, all good. Cool. I hope you guys followed your rules yesterday. Yesterday was really nice. I saw there was a possible short that you might have taken. Let me see. Let me just delete all of this. I was hoping for a price to get lower once I got home, but it didn't quite get to it. So you had that flip on the lower time frame, and you had that higher time frame, 15-minute closure if I'm not mistaken, and you could have profited off of this SNDR. This SNDR you could have taken and you would have profited, which is really nice, honestly. Whoever took it, I would have taken two. Otherwise, if we go on the 5, I'm gonna go on the 5. I'll do a top-down analysis. Need I do a top-down analysis anymore? Because look at this. Let me just turn down the music a little bit. So I was telling you guys that after this sweep we're gonna get a trade back into the range. And what did we get? A trade back into the range. We created this SNDR, which is responsible for the run of this low. That's it. Well, I'm still waiting for the 4-hour to close, so at 16 o'clock, or is it, yeah, at 10 a.m. Eastern, the 4-hour is gonna close below. Well, if it's gonna close below, I'm gonna be considering this as an SNDR. But otherwise, we still have outstanding levels down here. We have this initial SNDR. What else do we have? Yeah, we have the origin that we might be tapping into. If this trades up, we could get a rejection back. But overall, on this whole leg, we already have 3 swings. This is the 4th coming up, as I see from the 1-hour. Yeah, I hope you guys can see this clearly. Yeah, you can. Okay, it's not that bad. Yeah, cool. Let me see. Let me go to the 4-hour. Yeah, the 4-hour has to close below. If the 4-hour does not close below this low, I will not be bearish higher time frame wise. Let me just add everyone into Discord and tell them that we are streaming, baby. Today is such a beautiful day, guys. Honestly, couldn't been better. Stream URL. So the stream is working fine, I presume, guys, right? Because it says excellent here. Yeah, otherwise, market open in 13 minutes. We're gonna be sitting on our hands until then. Here we go. Here we go, baby. So yeah, price did exactly what we said. I don't have any more comments. Yeah, I had the stream going in the Discord on my browser though. Yeah, no worries. So yeah, let's just sit on our hands until then. The 5 minute obviously pretty bearish. Oh yeah, sorry, my bad. The 5 minute just flipped. The 5 minute just flipped. This was the flip of the high. We closed above. Delivered the origin, delivered the SNDR, delivered the 5 minute SNDR, and once Wingsane, if you're here in the chat, can you type? You had a question in the Discord, and I want to go through the question on the stream because it's a really good question. So Wingsane, if you're here, cheers, bro. I'll answer the question. Okay, cool. So yeah, Wingsane's question was, let me read it here and ask. Okay, when we have a higher time frame SNDR, the 50% above the zone high of a lower time frame SNDR, does it lower the chances of that lower SNDR playing out? That's a really good question, because you may sometimes see me take entries like this. So this may be a 5 minute zone, right? This may be a 5 minute zone, and I may be taking the 1 minute SNDR. Now, why is that? A really good question. We have one swing on the 1 minute, two swings, three swings, and we're still bearish. Now, if you go on the 5 minute, if we yo, Sabbath Santa, welcome to the stream. If we go on the 5 minute, right, this is obviously an SNDR, right? This is the green candle, this is the zone, right? But this down here are also zones, and we have that closure below, validating this whole swing. This is a protected high, and this is an SNDR that you could have taken. Now, which one you take is completely up to you. It's actually completely up to you. Now, in backtesting, what I did, right? What I did was mark out the 5 minute and the 1 minute SNDR. What I did was do this. This was the 1 minute SNDR, and this is the 5 minute SNDR. Now, if you look, both delivered, right? Both delivered the one-to-ones. Now, in most cases, what you have here is exactly that. Yo, Winkson, welcome. You have the delivery of both. Now, not in all cases, but in most cases, you have the delivery of both. Because why? Price is fractal, right? We preach that price is fractal. Now, with the 5 minute SNDR, you would have taken that counter trend, because we actually traded above a 5 minute high. This was a 5 minute swing, so therefore the 5 minute was kind of invalidated for a continuation, but the 1 minute you could have taken and profited that one-to-one, which is really nice, right? This is a really nice two entries. We have 3 zones here that delivered, which you could have taken, like all of them. Actually 4 if you count this SNBR. And but never mind. We're not gonna go full philosophy mode right now. But yeah, you get the point, guys. So as I said, higher time frame. This line, we had we had a rejection off of this line, believe it or not. Let me see when I posted it. Hold on, TDA. I posted this all the way in 4 days ago. Yeah, 3 days ago when it first formed. We had this level formed, and we waited all up until now. This is also the 30, and this is the sweep, the higher time frame sweep that we flipped. Now we're going higher. Now I was expecting a trade back into the range, and that's exactly what we got. We got a trade back into the range. Now 8 minutes until market open. Let me just set up my copier. MAQ, Apex PAs. Thank you. Let me just connect up my trade await too. Cool. So welcome everybody. Well, good morning. Market open in 7 minutes, 7.5 minutes. Again, I don't think any of you guys have positions open, right? And if you do, please close them, because there is no need for you to hold them through market open. You might just get cooked. I have a zone up here. This is a zone that I could see a rejection out of. This is, yep, exactly what I see a rejection out of. There could be a rejection off of this higher time frame origin, but it kind of didn't have a closure, so this is a really weak zone. We'll see what price gives us, but my overall targets for today's session are sweeping this high. Let me see the 15-minute. I haven't even been on the 15-minute yet. Yeah, so yeah, we're tapping that higher time frame 30, and we swept that 15-minute Really nice. I could see something like this happening. Yeah, this is the last up move. Could see a potential pullback from here if this in turn gives us that higher time frame rejection. But you have to understand, this is a higher time frame 4-hour zone, or even a daily. We might, yeah, I think it's a daily zone. Hold on, I haven't checked. I'll go check right now. Yeah, it is a daily fractal. Oh, the daily zones. Oh, okay, so we might still be bullish on the higher time frame. Yeah. This is just a pullback. This could just in turn be a pullback. So 1, 2, and now 3, and then 4, and then break. Did you guys see SpaceX is doing the IPO, which is really crazy, honestly. I haven't they're gonna be the largest IPO in history. $1.75 trillion. Insane. And it's gonna be part of the NASDAQ too. Cheers to that. Let's see that AI bubble burst. Yeah, that is crazy. I didn't think NASDAQ, well, SpaceX is gonna get such a large evaluation, like 1.75 trillion, not billion, trillion dollars. Really crazy. As an IPO, like, goddamn, they need funding. You know, the company needs public funding, and that's where it all goes to shit, honestly. When a company like this goes through with an IPO, what happens is the early investors, they essentially get a wave of exit liquidity and a huge profit at that. Like, what they have is a bunch of people buying, you know, because it's going to be publicly traded now, and the stock price is obviously going to go up, and the early investors can just cash out, and what that in turn does is a pump and dump. Yeah, so with that bubble, AI bubble, I think we're getting really close to a higher time frame pullback. I think like a couple more months, maybe a year, and then it's gonna be 2000s all over again. So welcome everybody, welcome to the stream. Market open in 2.5 minutes. Really good price action, I'm not gonna lie. In 30 minutes we're gonna see if the higher time frame actually flipped bearish or not. But I would really like to see lower prices when it comes to this higher time frame zone. So on the 60-minute, oh yeah, of course we called all of this. Like, we call this push down, we call this push up. Honestly, crazy. Cool. So guys, I would really like if you like the stream. I am in agreement, and like Dave mentioned in that live, expecting a sharp drop in a few, and I'm sure that was related to the same thing. Yeah, it's probably related to the same thing. Yeah. Well, I mean, this is the stock price of Nasdaq is so overvalued at the moment. Like, I don't think, I'm not a financial expert, I'm not a guru, you know. I don't have a degree in economics, but goddamn, this does not seem healthy. Oh yeah, also a 15-minute high was broken, a protected one, but not a validated swing. This is the validated 15-minute swing up here. So yeah, we could see a rejection coming to 403 on market open. That's what I see could happen. So market open in 30 seconds. Ooh, double top over here. We have this. Oh, Wingsane sent me this SNDR in the DM. I think it delivered. Yeah, Wingsane. This delivered perfectly. Benny, good evening, good evening. But yeah, Wingsane, look. You see? That move up delivered perfectly. But yeah, in all fairness, you could have taken each and every one of these SNDRs. Yeah, I didn't take it, wrong time. Yeah, it's fine. Look, it's pre-market open. You don't have to, you know, force any trades. Today, I don't think we have any news. There was unemployment. We have Treasury Sec Besant, I guess. Okay. U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent. How do you pronounce that? Bessent? He speaks fluently on a broad range of subjects, holding speech to the night. Okay, so orange folder news at 4. We shouldn't really be really worried about that. But what we should be worried about is President Trump speaks at 9 p.m. Oh, it's about coal industry. Never mind. It's not gonna do anything. Fine. Okay, cool. Never mind. Yeah. Like we said, it flipped. What do we do with flips? One-to-ones, right? Obviously wouldn't have taken that because market open. But with flips, which you see, I said the 15-minute flipped. And every time I say that, you could automatically assume that this is what I'm thinking, because this is exactly what I'm thinking. I expect with flips what you expect in most cases is the tap of the 50% and it goes higher. That's exactly what I draw in my head. I didn't draw it, so just don't count it. But you know, whenever I say that, make sure that you also see it like that. This trading up above this high is gonna make that second swing, and with that second swing, if it does actually break that high, we get that SNDR. We could trade into the SNDR and go higher. And also with that SNDR, with it trading higher, it could also tap the 50% and it goes higher. But I said we have the target right up here. That's my targets. Anyways, welcome. 17 of you guys over here. 19, never mind, 18. Oh, it's changing. But yeah, welcome everybody to the stream. We already called some entries. London today was shockingly smooth. Like you don't get price action like this every single day. Like London was just amazing today. Okay, so we're absolutely plowing through price action right now. Look at this, just trading higher. Welcome everybody, welcome. Good morning, good evening. Trading the Nasdaq today. We're gonna be, so why I title this stream the way I title it, Stacking PAs, is because we're halfway to passing that Tradeify eval. We are gonna be. Did you take a trade already? Reaper, no. First 3 minutes into market open, you better believe that I didn't. And if I did, please chop off my fingers. No, Reaper, I only take trades at least 15 minutes after open, or sometimes I wait until 4. It really depends on the price action, how volatile it is. I have experience when it comes to, you know, reading volatility. Yeah, look, whatever Rush said. Backtested trades if he did. 150 backtested trades. That's kind of a rule of this channel. If you take a trade opposing your rules, you get 150 backtesting trades that you have to do. Good morning everybody. And 50 for a loss. Yeah, we just called out all of the possible scenarios, and that don't look like closing below 4 hours. Yeah, Tora, unfortunately not. What it just means that, yeah, we might get a trade back into the range and we'll continue from there. close to breaking rules, eh? So yeah, this is the second swing. Yo, RR, welcome. Welcome everybody to the stream. Today is a really nice day. I already did my workout for today. Everything. Marshall just took a winner. A long. That's crazy. Everybody around me winning. Such great energy to be a part of, honestly. Yeah, like we said, 400s are our targets, and we'll see from there. We might retrace back into the zone and then go higher. But yeah, what this does look like, it's just a small retracement coming back into the zone, right? A higher time frame retracement. That's what I see personally. So yeah, guys, like the stream if you enjoyed it so far. There's 22 of you here, so I'd appreciate that. There's a small fractal SNDR. I would have to go to the lower time frame. I don't like to really mark out fractals if I don't have a lower time frame open. And this is really low. This is really low in the range. Like if you take a look at the second swing, for example. Oh yeah, wait, never mind. It's at the 50%. I thought it was gonna be really low. I'm standing up and everything seems so distorted. So yeah, it's at the 50%. The SNDR possibly at the best place it could ever be. It's just like this SNDR delivered this might too. Still have the targets up above. Forming here? Question mark? Yeah, we could get a trade back into the range, tapping that SNDR. This right here is an so we could have a trade back into the range. Just swept it. So, welcome everybody. Welcome. 21 of you. God damn. I think on the lower time frame this would be the third swing that it just traded out of and delivered that 1-to-1. Do you mostly take 1 hour trades? Yeah, Reaper. Yeah, I do. I'm planning on releasing a structured video for you guys, how to get more R. With SNDRs, you could, well, with the model that I use, there is so much more potential when it comes to continuation trades. You could get at least like 0.5 or even 1 hour more easily. Like your win rate only drops for like 10%, but the R you gain is 1. So the math is mathing. I used to take trades like that as well. That's actually how I got my first, well, my second payout. My second payout, I remember it vividly. I used to take ZIL entries. I used to measure the impulse like coming into the zone. Yeah, my second payout was with ZIL. Coming into the zone, and I targeted, well, normally you would target the 1-to-1, right? You would target the zone. Like here, for example, you would target the zone, but I target the BE level of ZIL. That's taught in the DTFX space. I think Dave has a video on ZIL. But what you do is measure the impulse leg coming down into the zone, and you enter on the 50, right, with the limit. You have your stop, which is the minus 0.2, wherever it is, right? Usually behind the zone, but obviously backtest that. And you have your level, the BE level. And the BE level has like a 90% chance of tapping if you choose the right zones. How to spot rounding? It's actually really easy. When you see, I'll draw it for you actually. When you see highs getting closer and closer to each other, look. You see how this high, the distance between these highs, and now the distance between these highs and distance between these highs. It's kind of getting closer and closer and closer and closer together until eventually it does a retracement. But yeah, I think this is a good, simple, like a really simple explanation as to how rounding occurs. And you probably get that prominent wick too, right here, for example. You have that prominent wick that you target, and I don't know the exact entry that you take on roundings out of the sunset model or whatever. But yeah, you go and target the prominent wick, right? This is what you normally do. I think Reaper. That's honestly a good explanation. I don't think if you don't understand it, then I'll try to. I can't do it simpler. I'm sorry. I can't do it any more simple. Yeah, that makes. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad it does. The move coming down here. What is it sponsored by? The MM sweep. Look at how violent this is. Are you trying to catch a falling knife, perhaps? Because I'm sure as hell not. I would take the trade, honestly. I would take this if it actually was a zone. And this did not come down so violently. But yeah, I'll see if we actually get down here and sweep this low. If we do, I would look for an SNDR entry going lower. Unfortunately that we didn't hit those targets, but yeah, I said we could get a retracement back into the range after the sweep of this high, right? We did call that live just now. That's how MMs work, and with this entry what you would have done is a sell stop. That's how I traded MMs. What you do, and they usually occur around market opens, you sell stop the previous candle's low and you take that 1-to-1. Most of the time it delivers that 1-to-1, and it could deliver more. Yeah, that 4-hour closure does seem like something that could happen, right guys? It isn't that far away. We just have to close below. What was the level again? Let me see. 320. Yeah, we have to close below 320, and we are below 320. So this is 320. Yeah. So with the 4-hour closure, what we get is a bearish scenario on a higher time frame, like a bearish pullback. We could get a larger move coming down to deeper mitigate our higher time frame swing, which is the levels are 71 and 950, 949. Those are the levels. Anyways, I hope that made sense. I always preach, know what are you trading against. Am I trading against an MM? Oh, by the way, this did end up tapping that previous swing. It only tapped it, but that's enough for price to go lower. And there was an MM present here. Like, don't get me wrong, like I was still anticipating the 400s to get tapped. We kind of missed it by 40 points, so yeah, not that bad. Not that bad at all. I just have to check something in my DMs. Hold on. Ah, I see. Okay, never mind. Wingsane sent me a picture of the charts, right? I had when I was looking at the NQ, I marked out this as the SNDR, while this was the SNDR on the 1 minute. And yeah, that kind of threw me off a little bit. But yeah, it was because we were looking at the CFDs, the CFD NAS, right? Yeah, hopefully we get a good entry today. Otherwise, I'm content. I'm content with no entries. If we have like ooh, we have NFP tomorrow. Ooh, that's gonna be interesting. Okay. Took a short, got 80 points on 2 accounts. Now just gonna chill and wait, watch the stream. Yo, Savage Santa. Nice. Actually, really nice. Love it. That short was also sponsored by the MM. I don't think you trade that, but really, congratulations, honestly. Now go sit on your hands and I don't know. Just like you said, chill. Did it stab the 70? Okay, so we got the 70 to the 30. That's cool. I'm hoping, like I'm really hoping that we aren't just gonna range here. I was expecting like a sharp move up higher, since we did end up sweeping that internal low, which is the MM, and the 15-minute, well, the higher time frame 30%. Does not mean we don't still have higher time frame objectives of the 50 and the 70, right? It does not make sense to marry a bias. It makes sense though to trade what price is giving us, so let's sit on our hands and wait for the entry, right? Would that be rounding at the top? Reaper, if you mean this, no. No, this I would not classify as rounding. However, looking at the short side, I would classify this as rounding. So we have this low, we have this low, and we have this low. You see the distance here, the distance here, and now here. The market isn't perfect. You aren't always gonna get perfect ones, but this was rounding, and I don't know where the prominent wick is, but yeah, this was rounding, but this move was also sponsored by a higher time frame level, so you can't just, you know, trade order flow. You actually have to have something else to trade from, not just blank roundings. You know, you can't just take every rounding because you might get cooked. Like maybe on a lower time frame, but still, this took the low. I wouldn't classify this as rounding. What I classify as rounding, hold on, is a series of swings getting closer and closer to each other until it eventually goes and breaks. That's what I call rounding. But yeah, I'm glad you're asking questions. Like, that's how you learn. That's actually how you learn. Oh yeah, I forgot. Today we're doing a standing stream. We're being healthy today. No more sitting. Yeah, no worries. No worries, Reaper. In 9 minutes, we are gonna have that higher time frame 4-hour closure. So all we have to do is stay below 320. Ooh, we got Roro with the execution. Look at you. Okay. Really nice long, honestly, off of that zone. Really nice. You're going to have to do leg days on the weekend if you want to do standing stream. I actually had leg day yesterday, which yeah, isn't the best feeling right now. But we have to do it to stay healthy. So yeah, it's tough. It's tough standing right now, because like it's agonizing. The muscles are sore. No pain, no gain, right? No pain, no gain. I would appreciate if you guys like the stream. Just so you it gets out more to the public. We're calling price action live every single day. That is secretly why he's standing. If he sits, he can't get up again. Yeah, if I sit down, you might just need to get a wheelchair for me, because I ain't getting back up again. Yo. So we have 6 more minutes until that closure. I'm expecting us to get lower. Yeah. So that higher time frame 4-hour protected low is over here. This is the protected higher time frame low. And what I would like to see is we close below it and then maybe trade back into the SNDR and then go lower. Would be really nice, but I don't have enough money to say that conclusively. That's just my narrative. Let me see how big that higher time frame zone is. If you were to take this on 1 micro, oh yeah, that's insane. That's like 100 and yep, $200 worth of risk on 1 micro alone. I wish there were micro of micros. Yo, Manuel, welcome, brother. Welcome to the stream. You're late to the action. There's so much that happened already. But yeah, morning. I hope you're having a good day. I hope every one of you is having a good day. God bless. I took the sweep of the low for the 1-to-1. The sweep of the low. Sorry. What? What you mean by that, Emmanuel? Like I can't really. I don't know your guys' trading plans. If you want, you can post it in the live executions. Like I don't really know what you mean by that, Manuel. You mean like a buy stop or? Yeah, yeah, of course. Yeah, I'd be glad if you did. I would actually really like if you guys posted more in the Discord, like in the live execution channel, just so I see what you guys actually trade, so I can help you, maybe. Like it sometimes feels like I'm the only one posting. But of course I'm not. There's Roro, there's Yuli, and Winksane, of course. But there's all these channels that you can post into. You can post your progress, you can post everything. I even have a channel called DTFX Wellness where you can post your IRL, like gains or whatever. It doesn't have to be gym, but just for me and Marshall, it is. Let me go on the 4-hour actually. What the 4-hour is doing. I want to look. Yeah, so we have 2 minutes until that closure. And it has to close below 318. Okay, cool. I will let you know when I have a salad. Yeah, please do. It's funny because people eat salads and then in the afternoon they go and eat McDonald's. Next week I'll post daily, not one trade taken probably from 10 days ago, except closing my hype long. Wait, I'm post daily taken probably from 10 days ago, except closing my hype long. Hey, nice, Benny. I hope I'm gonna see that soon. Yeah. So next week, okay. Next week you're probably gonna see more of. Well, I'm gonna try to convince our admin Marshall to take more trades and to post it in live executions. Actually, a big day for him. He's going on an eval. Man, I love to see people succeed. I love to see people, make progress in their lives. I love to help people. That's kind of my. That's why I'm doing this. It's not because. Well, it is mostly for my accountability too, but I just love helping people. It's just who I am. Oh, we're gonna get that 1-hour closure and that 4-hour closure. Crazy, hell yeah! So that 1-hour imbalance. Oh, would you look at that? The 1-hour imbalance correlates with the 50%. Well, the sweep, it correlates with the 50% of the 1-hour imbalance. And in 15 seconds we're gonna have that closure. So higher time frame is gonna turn bearish, so I'm just gonna mark out this zone, which is the SNDR. This imbalance over here, I don't know if you guys remember, but Dave said specifically something about imbalances. I don't think a lot of you guys know. I'm gonna ask you, what did Dave say that imbalances actually are? It's like a hidden gem in the masterclass, in the free masterclass, before everything. Let me see if you guys know. Does anybody know? Like, no shame if you don't. Like, does anybody know what imbalances actually are? Okay, good guess, but there's actually a thing that Dave said, and Dave said SNDRs on a lower time frame. I remember it so vividly. And if you look, this is a 1-hour imbalance. If I go onto the 15-minute, sorry, not the 15, my bad, on the 1 minute, I'll show you guys exactly what I have marked. And what I have marked is an SNDR. Has to be with OP at 50. Order blocks, yeah. SNDRs. They're SNDRs on the lower time frame. That's exactly what imbalances are. Yeah, hidden zones, exactly. And that hidden zone is an SNDR. Yeah, good guesses though. Good guesses, guys. Using imbalances as narratives is really nice, especially the 15-minute imbalance, because the 15-minute imbalance, what it implies and what it actually is, you can use it as first imbalance that puts in a new low. When you have a 15-minute imbalance right above where you're trading from, like right above, for example, look, hold on, I'll draw it out. It's easier. So you have a 15-minute imbalance right here. You can use this as narrative, right? Price is here. You can use, okay, price can trade up into the first imbalance and go lower, just so you don't get caught up taking a flip into the opposing direction. You see how you can now avoid a loss? Really important, really important. Again, don't take my word for it. Go back test it. Go back test it and see. Yo, I'll check it out. I'll check it out. Nothing yet, but it's probably gonna show up soon, right? I have the channel open, manual. Nothing is there yet. So yeah, this is trading lower. Okay, cool. Higher time frame is now confirmed bearish. I use imbalances when I don't have any SNDR origins. You could use imbalances as, you know, narrative. I don't use it as entries though, and Dave didn't too. When I started trading with Dave's concepts, yeah, Dave used imbalances, but when I actually started being profitable, Dave said no to imbalances. And I never used imbalances as entries. I have that last down candle as a possible level for entry. Yeah, cool, okay. I don't know if yeah, I mean it could give you, oh, it's already, wait. Yeah, it's barely. Yeah, it could give a reaction. Yeah, it could give a small rejection and then go for the low. Oh, manual typing in live executions. Lots of wicks in the 4 hour. Yeah. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. Yeah. Okay. So you took that flip. You manual. Or did you take the 50%? Where was your entry originally? Oh, if I get a confirmation, the current one. Yeah. Okay. No confirmation just yet. Just red candles. I know a guy. He used to be in a Discord. In my Discord. His name was GTR. And he used to trade with actual, you know, candles. His entries were like the confirmations in themselves were in the candles. You know, he maybe had a zone like an MM. He traded MMs. Wait, hold on. Yeah, this is probably not gonna do anything. He after it swept, he was looking at the candles like how do you reject it, and he entered off of that, and his win rate was crazy. He was making bank in the Discord. You can go and check in the profit and loss section, I think, and I think he posted. Hold on, that's SBS. Have Crystal. Yeah, no. Oh yeah, GHR. GHR. That's his name. He was making bang back then, but he left the Discord because people were, you know, being mean to him and stuff. I mean, I completely get it. So yeah. You can even see my money. GHRRR. Yeah, yeah. I think you remember him. Yeah. But you know, there was an Indian guy who was like speaking really bad about him. I don't remember the name. Yo, Jeff, 300 31 to 8. 31 to 8. Is there any levels at 31 to 8? It's probably a, let me see, 1 hour. 31 to 8. Interesting. But the last time Jeff came in here and posted a level, it came to sweep it, so the guy just might need to follow Jeff from now on. After it swept and went up, I placed my trade at 50%. Okay, cool. Cool. Really nice trade from the 70, by the way, Manuel. From the 70 to the 30, you could have gotten like at least 2R here. I don't know if that's how you trade. Like, I don't know what your trading plan actually is. But you could have taken that. No closure, by the way, below, and no, objectively no nice S&D to trade from. Kind of unfortunate, but hey, we are wicking this low. I had an SNDR 5 minute. Yeah, but there is no SNDR, just yeah, if I go on the 5 minute right now, this is a higher time frame pullback, right? But this zone is just, first of all, it's wicking the low, but second of all, it's actually the second swing on the lower time frame that you're trading from. It's too big. SNDR here on 1 minute is now looking like the 5 minute one we spoke about. SNDR on the 1 minute. Oh yeah, of course. But I would be taking this maybe if we hadn't wigged the low. But the wicking of the low just means that, yo, we might go higher, you know? Yeah, we could see a double low, double bottom of the 3 area I was speaking. Sorry about 5 minute chart. Oh, the 5 minute chart. Okay, I'll check it out. Hold on. 5 minute. Let me see what's 320. Is it this zone? Is it the 50 of this zone? But sadly this zone means nothing to me. If it's this zone, it's 124. Yeah, this zone, if you're talking about this zone actually means nothing to me. But there is a low here. Yeah, no, still this zone is not a part of any structure, so I wouldn't. Maybe the sweep of it, yeah. True, it is also in line with the 50, and so I want to see if it retraces the SNDR low before continuing to move higher. Okay, look, yeah, it's all about, you know, testing. You see? It's all about testing. You see, okay, price taps, boom, delivers, and then goes higher, maybe, you know? But yeah, wicking this just in turn has, yeah, this low that was wicked just means that this high is a weak high. Therefore, I shouldn't be trading opposing to this. Yeah, Jeff. Can I ask you what that zone was for you? Because I don't know. I don't see it as being anything relevant. Maybe you see it's something else. But Wing saying, I wouldn't go opposing to this kind of move, since this is wicking a higher time frame low. This is a higher time frame low, a higher time frame swing low, as a matter of fact. And if you want to have any shorts, you know, continuations, I really like to see. I wouldn't normally go oppose a higher time frame move like this, you know. So be careful with the selection of your SNDRs. Make sure that you aren't wicking anything, okay? Again, could be another case study. Like I've given you so many case studies now. I feel so bad. Like there's so many things. Like I've given you so many little things that you can look for. But if you actually go and look for them in the charts, you're gonna see, wow. It's gonna open your eyes, I swear. Yeah, weak high, quick move up. Again, yeah, it is against higher time frame, yeah. Higher time frame narrative tells us, okay, wait, hold on a minute. We might be taking that high. It doesn't mean we are gonna take that high, it means we might be taking that high. So guys, if you aren't subscribed yet, please subscribe. And if you hadn't liked the stream yet, make sure to like it. Pretty please. But yeah, look at this. Look at how this is trading higher. Just 2 green candles. Tapping into that previous imbalance. Lord, don't apologize, keep talking, we are here to learn. Yeah, like I'm trying to give you you see, but yeah, there's only so much information that you can take from this, right? Like I can't give you all of the information at once, you know, go back test that and that and that and that, because you aren't gonna be able to. You're gonna come into the charts and you're gonna be like, hold on, how do I keep track of all of this? So what I suggest, go one by one. Go look at SNDR, go look at structure, go look at narrative, and go look at SNDRs, and then with SNDRs, go look at just backtest SNDRs alone, with no structure, and then go backtest them with structure, and then you're gonna see the win rate skyrocket or plummet. If it plummets, you're probably better off. Yeah, one concept, yeah, one concept at a time. You don't have to go backtest everything right away. Just go one by one. Just keep adding. There is no way in hell that you can, you know, as a beginner, keep track of everything. There's just no way. Because you're gonna get confused so fast. Yeah, the concepts are simple, but it doesn't mean that you're gonna be able to, you know, keep track of all of them. You know, now I'm not saying this directly to you, Wingsane. Like it's more of a broader statement for broader audience, you know, because people have to understand there is no quick path to getting rich. Everyone who's selling you a quick path to getting rich is probably scamming you. Oh, you can get profitable in 3 weeks. Nah, bro. In 3 days, that ain't happening. That ain't happening, brochacha. You know? Let me just, yeah. I just took a major turn-in points. I just look at major turn-in points and then see what concepts are there, and then see how many times these concepts show up in confluence with these moves. Exactly, with higher time frame moves. So if you look at, so exactly what Manuel does, he looks at higher time frame, I presume, and where the market turns, and then he sees, okay, is there an SNDR there? Is there an origin there? Is there a wick there? Is there a hidden SND? Is there an MM? All the time frames. Okay, even better. Even better. Backtest all of the time frames. Exactly. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. Impossible you'll get profitable after the market extract your weaknesses through pain. A lot of pain. Yeah, you have to go through that. Like every trader, arguably every trader has to go through that once. At least once. Through that pain of, you know, losing everything. You gotta lose everything to gain everything. Like, that's just how it is. That's the game. And I lost everything too. Like, I'm not gonna sit here in the night. Look, my start of trading. Well, let's say, no, I'm gonna start like this. I had so much on the line. I had like maybe 60 cents in my bank account. I'm not even kidding. I was dead broke. Why did I have 60 cents? Because I spent the last 130 euros I had on a PA account. And guess what? That was the best investment that I could have ever done. Yeah, I might have lost it, but with no risk comes no reward. You gotta risk something or everything. And what happened then? What do you think happened then? With that PA, I gotta do a payout. Not one, but 5. It turned into 5. 5 PAs. And that's just, you know how powerful that is? Now thinking back to it, I get goosebumps. I get goosebumps because that risk that I took paid off so much. In France, it's called le traverse de désert, kind of John Wick desert passage. Yo, that actually sounds tough. So true, I've been there too. Tilting again and again every time for different reasons. The DTFX methodology works like a charm if you make it your own. Exactly, seeing the concept. That's why I stress backtesting so much. You don't have to trade SNDRs. You don't have to trade origins. You can trade whatever you want. Just pick one thing and that you see consistently in the markets, and trade that one thing. I swear. Lose everything in demo first. Take the gut punches in demo. What Manuel said. Don't take those gut punches on evals, please, guys. Do not waste your money, your precious money that you earned on evals. You don't need to. What you can do is trade the demo, which is far better. And after you've proven consistency over 2 to 4 weeks, then I would maybe put you, like, I would say at least 4 weeks, honestly. 4 weeks with a backtesting record of like 500 entries, then I would put you on an eval. Of course I would. But before that, nah, you ain't touching an eval. Not under my supervision. You ain't touching an eval, because I know you're just gonna blow it. If you don't know how to control yourself, like if you don't know how to maintain composure throughout the session, how do you expect to pass an eval? How do you expect to make money off of this? It's a different level of pain when you're in a live account. Now listen to Benny. Listen to Benny. It's a different level of pain when you're in a live account. That's true. Losing everything on a live account, that sucks. That's probably one of the worst pains that you can go through. Going on tilt, for example, taking trades that you should not have been taking, that you damn know you shouldn't have been taking, and you just see your accounts account gets, your balance gets lower and lower and lower until it reaches 0 or even negative. That's why I, please guys, for the love of God, backtest. Backtest your entries. Go on demo. Make sure to get those reps and make sure to get those quirks out of your trading system as soon as possible. Please. Trading real funds without backtesting is like taking an engine apart at a junkyard and think you're a mechanic. Yeah, man, as funny as it is, it's true. Like it's like going to fix your own, like, yeah, it's like taking apart your engine in your car and not knowing anything about a car, with no like no knowledge of engines, just taking it apart, not remembering anything. Oh yeah, that went there, right? Like that boat. And what you do in the end, you try to crank and it just pops. The engine just blows up. You might have put it together, but the engine's dead. So the moral of the story, backtest and demo trade. Like most people, yeah, oh, demo trading, I'm not making any money, I'm not capital. You are making money. That's the thing. You are making money. It's not that you're not making money. You are subconscious. You're wiring your subconscious into making money. Look, trading is composed out of 20% concepts and 80% your model. 80% your mind, your mental. I told Wingsane in the DMs, look, trading is exactly that. 20% concepts and 80% mental. If you get that 80% dialed, you're profitable. I'm telling you, you're profitable. That 20% of the concepts, it doesn't matter. You can know every concept inside out. Inside out, you can know every concept. But if you don't have it up here, you can't win. I earned 90% of drawdowns. Then I came back, made a double top, and back to the range 70%. Then grabbed some profits and pay a little bit of. Now I'm flat. Okay, flat meaning you're break even, or flat meaning you blew the funds. Oh, break even. Okay, that's cool. That's amazing. Benny, that's amazing. Congratulations. 90% drawdowns. That's crazy. God damn. I would be shitting my pants. I'm gonna be honest. With 90%, I also had drawdowns. On the PAs, you can also, on the first PAs, I had $1,000 of drawdown. 1,000. And then I made it back with consistency. I said, okay, compose. You're only gonna be trading this, and that's it. Nothing else. That's what I did. Boom. Now we're at a payout. God damn, we're requesting that payout. $10,000. Whoa. Yeah, it was as simple as that, honestly. Just choose to follow your rules. That's it. Yeah, so with price, so we had us trading up above this high, right? This is the week high, and we still have outstanding targets. How long did you trade before that 10,000? Let me see. Let me calculate this. It was 3 months. 2.5, like 3 months, risking $200, which was at the time, if I bring out my calculator, I had $2,500 of drawdown, and risking 200 on that would be 8%. I was risking 8%. Last year, this time, I was ruled out by a simple email. I was stacking 4 PAs with TopStep, and then my country got banned. Wow, Benny. I'm so sorry. Like, do they even give you a refund or something? Like, what happens then? You know? Yeah, yeah, bro. Sorry, your country got banned. Let me just take away everything that you have. Wow. That's why I'm diversing right now. I'm going from Apex. I'm doing Tradeify too. I'm probably gonna add more because I can't let that happen. Honestly, I can't. Yeah, I'm really sorry, Benny. Look, that's honestly so tough. I'm risking 150, but I will go up. No, Manuel, here's the thing. If you're comfortable with 150, if you're comfortable, you should do that. If you're not comfortable with 200, don't. Because I know for myself, when I increase risk, I also increase the likelihood of me tilting. Okay? I had the same stuff, lost the evals from TopStep because country. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that fucking sucks because losing everything. Yeah, just one refund for an account. One refund. You get one refund after putting so much effort into. That's honestly insane. They should make like move to USA. Yeah, move to USA. simple solution, right? Nah, they should give you a refund for everything. Sponsor you. Yo, I'm coming. Manuel, I'm coming. Now I'm thinking, I am thinking of going somewhere else, honestly. For like 183 days. Yo, Winks, me and Winkson are gonna be pulling up to your door. This I am. Oh wait, this is tapping. Look, I am from EU, but I know people who are from US. I think most of the people here are from the US. This is tapping this so we have 1 tap, 2 taps, 3 taps, and this would be the 4th tap. But yeah, I'm from Europe. I don't know about the others. Let me see if this tap is gonna deliver. Let me check the 5-minute. Yeah, that's crazy because on the 5-minute this would be the SDR. That's so crazy. Maybe on the 5th, nah, nothing. Not even on the 1 minute. So this is rejecting from this First Coast. I'm actually looking forward to if I'm gonna go for a walk. I need to get my steps in. But then I'm actually gonna go and start writing the script for you guys for the video. The US Embassy charges from 10K to 15K as a guarantee for a simple tourist visa entry. Ha! What? It's so hard in my area. We don't even have a Visa card or PayPal. Wow. Wow. Okay, that is just honestly that's crazy. 10K for a Visa. Ouch. A lot more payouts coming now. With another, I'm thinking. I'm just gonna, go and request another payout, and then I'll get more Tradify accounts. Because the Tradify accounts are really nice. I've looked into Tradify. Tradify is a really nice firm. I was thinking of going straight to funded, but I'ma just get the eval ones because I'm a cheapskate. I can pass evals. I don't have a problem with the passing. I have like a 99% pass rate. I'm okay. I'm a bit greedy. It's more like 90, but still, like there is a 10% chance that I can blow the eval, but still, probabilities, guys, probabilities. I'm thinking of getting 4 accounts, and then I'll see other firms. If there's any other firms that take Slovenia as their country. By the way, I actually have to take a little break. I'll be right back. Give me like 2 minutes. I'll be right back. What method do you use to pass the evals? The same method that I use to get the payouts. It's trading my model. It's the same one. I'll be right back, guys. 2 minutes. Yo, guys. I hope I didn't miss anything significant. I'm back. Anyway, so we are trading from that. So Manuel, to answer that question, I am trading the same way that I'm trading the PAs. I am trading them. If I wanted more entries on the evals, I would have just taken every SNDR there is, with a little bit more lenient rules. But I want to, pass them. And with that, I use the SNDRs. The same entry that I use on the PAs. So, if that answers your question. the evals are not, you know, I don't know, they're not as, I mean, look guys, I don't think if you can't pass an eval, it's probably because of your rules. You know, if you can't pass an eval, it's probably because of your rules. Because if you have a rule set that strictly prohibits you from entering on specific patterns that makes you lose, you're good. But if you don't have that rule set, you're not good. You're gonna end up losing again. On average, it depends on the risk, how much I risk, but this trade, if everything goes well, it's gonna be 1 month. Well, depends. I could pass it in 2 days. There is no, like, I used to pass accounts. If you look on my YouTube, wait, let me see. Let's go on my YouTube. Okay, look. These are the live streams, right? If you go down, you're gonna look and see the P&Ls. And these were taken, like, I used to trade 2, maybe 3 entries per day. And yeah, these were all done live. And those were my P&Ls. Now, given that, you can calculate how many days it can take. It can take from 6 days to 21. I can have losing days too, but these were mostly winning days. Yeah. Like, hey, I mean, you can go straight to PAs, but you have to have real confidence to do that. Like, there has to be something behind it more than just confidence, honestly, too. There has to be backtesting. There has to be at least 4 weeks of track records on the demo. You know? Why don't you trade stocks? They're inefficient and offer large daily moves. I could trade stocks. Hold on, let me see Tesla. Okay. I had markings on Tesla. I don't have it anymore because this is the, oh, I do. And that's exactly what I had charted. This was from 2022 or 2024. Yeah, 2024. I had us trading all the way here, and then we saw that flip. We could have taken that all the way down to this flip. That's exactly what I had drawn. And then I had the high marked out. After this flip, I had the high marked out. If you... Benny, that's a really good question. I would have to set an IB account, probably. Like an interactive brokers account or something. Like currently with Nasdaq, I could move into swing trading, honestly. Just because of that degree, Manuel, honestly. One of the wishes of my parents was, it still is, to get a degree, because they believe in a title that whenever you go sign documents and stuff, I don't really care about that stuff. Like, it's just for my parents, honestly. Like, I don't have a problem with it just yet. Like, I can do it both at the same time. Yeah, sometimes it gets hard. Yeah, of course it does. Life's hard, you know. But I can push through it. Yeah. And good thing about trading, I can do it on my laptop. Now, I realized, yeah, I can't have Ninja Trader on my laptop, but what I can have is Tradeovate because of the MacBook thing, you know, Apple ecosystem and stuff. I can trade on my laptop now. I can set the leader account, the Tradeify one, and just trade off of my MacBook. People from that side of the world really take their parents' wishes seriously. Yeah, honestly, yeah, but that's the thing. I respect them enough to do that because they raised me, and I sort of have that underlying. I don't know how to describe it. You know. Yeah. It's mostly respect for them. You know, if you had a bad relationship with your parents, yeah, I would get that you wouldn't respect their wishes. Yeah. There is nothing. Yeah. It's just yeah, appreciation. Yes, that's the word. Appreciation. Because yeah, making money is cool, but I think they would rather see me get that degree than get, you know, 10K from me. So that's why. That's why. And it's not logical, you know, because money is kind of the ruler of the world right now. Capitalism is, yes, it is ruling the world. It's the system that we live in. But yeah, they, I don't know. They're old school, you know, and they want that. Would be nice to make it rain on with cash. I'll do that with €5 bills. Yeah. In my area, even your money you make is his proper money. Make is his prop. Yeah, I mean, yeah. 10K is a lot of money. 10K. Am I? Yeah. It's yeah. My wish is to retire them. Honestly, it is. But also my other wishes are cars. I love cars. I'm a big car guy. I have 4 cars surrounding me right now. I have a Porsche 963. I have a Porsche GT3R, a Porsche ST, and a Porsche GT3 RS. All model cars. I'm a big Porsche guy. And I said to myself, I want to have that car one day. I drove in a Porsche ST. Honestly, the best day of my life. It was I wish. A Porsche 963 costs like $1 million. Have like model cars. They're yeah. I wish. And the GT3R is like $600,000. yeah. One is a collector's piece. I mean, 2 of them are collector's pieces and 2 of them are actual model toys. Because, you know, they were limited. Yeah, it's cultural, traditional thing, exactly. Especially here, you know, to take care of your father, you know, your father and your mother, for them to not worry about stuff anymore. Yeah, look, hold on. I'm gonna show you this. This is a GT3 RS, a silver GT silver color. A really nice one. It's kind of small, but. And I have a Manthai still in the box, GT3R, a Grello, and I have an ST. This is a collector's model. Hold on. This is a collector's one. It's number 1294 out of 1963, and that's how many were produced. The real ones and this one. It even has its own VIN number, believe it or not. Yeah, they are a liability, manual. They are a liability, but they're so much more to me. I love cars. They're practically like I could say I love cars more than everything. Like it's just something about them. I don't know. Well, obviously not people, but more than people. But you know, when it comes to things, it's kind of my biggest biggest love. 911 Turbo. That's a good goal. 911 Turbo is a really good daily. It's funny because it isn't Friday yet. I would really like to see this high getting taken, honestly. But yeah, welcome everybody, welcome to the stream. I'm currently trading NQ with suboptimal conditions over here. We have the wicking of the low, which has us trading up above this high, but obviously not yet. I could drop down to the 5 second. I could do that. Hold on. I said hopefully we aren't gonna range here. That's exactly what we're doing right now. And that kind of sucks. Oh, look at this. Previous swing SNDR just delivered. As we were loading in. Nice. No rounding here. Maybe on a on a lower time frame than 5 second, yeah. You had this. When we see price tight like this, waiting to see if we can take a trade at the zone nearby. Are you afraid that price might explode out? Yeah, there are times where price just goes and trade demolishes and goes through. Yeah, I've seen this happen multiple times. Yeah, it's I'm not afraid. But yeah, it's a realistic expectation of us just, you know, going in each direction. It doesn't matter, you can go long or short, but it is realistic to expect something like that. But again, we did have bullish narrative, right? We had Stater, how my class is going? Good, actually. I passed statistics. I got news yesterday that I passed, so that there's that. I'm officially free. I'm a free man. Yeah, I still have like one more. I missed that 5. Yeah, nobody actually here trades a 5 second. We're just looking at it for narrative, honestly. I still have one exam in operating systems, and that's it. And then I'm yo, we got 25 people here. Yo, welcome everybody, welcome to the stream, guys. That's crazy. But yeah, this was a really nice trade. Just giving you guys those reps, you know, you can go to the lower time frame to get those reps in. You don't necessarily need to be on the 1 minute. to, you know, get those reps in. You can go drop down a time frame. You can go to the 30-second on the demo and just, you know, because I would rather be looking at the 5-second than 1 minute just going up and down and up and down and up and down. Because now I can actually see, okay, we had a break of this low. Okay, we closed below. We traded higher. We traded into this SNDR. Okay, we traded lower. We closed below. We went through this SNDR, traded back into the range of the 50%. Okay, then traded all the way to the origin, ranged a little bit, then went lower, closed below, traded back in, traded out, because this is so much more interesting than just watching M1 do nothing. But yeah, again, this is all about patience, right? It's in the name, patience. It pays you. How are there 26 people here? Welcome, everybody. Welcome. But I'm finding the concept works as well in the 5-second as the 1 minute. Exactly, because why? Why would that be? Because price is fractal. We preach that every single day. Price is fractal. And this is the 1 minute, the 1 minute zone, and this is the 50% of the 1 minute zone. What you could see is a tap and then trade higher. That's what you could see. Responsible for the break of this high. Just add. But yeah, everything seems so like there's a lot of things happening right now. But if you look on the 1 minute, right, this is just a tiny flip. A tiny flip. This is the wicking. We said this wick the low, and we are expecting the high to be wrapped. And what you would be doing here, if you had an entry here, if you had an entry here and a confirmation, you could have taken this for 1-to-1 to go higher, right? So you guys with me? You guys understand what I'm saying? Not financial advice. I saw Dave vid last night where he said if weak high above gives a reason price to dig back into the demand. Yeah, exact. What? If you have a weak high above, it gives a reason to dig back into the demand. Yeah, that's exactly what we're doing, right? With us wicking, we had a reason to dig back into the zone, right? That's exactly what we did. Nice observation, though. Nice observation. MM, he was talking. Now that's where you lose me, Tora, because one thing is, you know, I wish I could help you, but you know, just you have to draw it for me. I'm sorry. You gotta draw it for me. But Loki, wouldn't it be better to use a bot for trading instead of doing it yourself, as you're a human and make mistakes, unlike a bot? Yeah, genuine question. I'm gonna give you a genuine answer. With bots, you can't program discretion. You gotta have discretion, because trading isn't all about mechanical indicators. Because if it were, a lot of people would have been a lot richer than they are. Trading is more discretionary than you actually think. It's it actually relies on a human making these decisions. And yeah, it's a good question though. If I could, I would program a bot that can trade my strategy, but I can't, because the market moves differently each and every single day, and we gotta adapt. And with AI, I could see it doing that, but not right now. You can't really do that right now. I think he meant before price takes a high, it pulls back. Oh yeah, sure. That would make sense. Before we take the high, yeah, of course. We trade back in. But with every high, we see that pullback. When there is a demand up above, we see a trade back into the range to then trade higher, right? With every demand. So while everyone takes bearish, the price goes opposite. Yeah. I mean, it happens all the time. I'm talking about this all the time, right? Where I saw last night in the Asia session. Exactly. Each and every single day. Every session. That's why I love DTFX. Every session we get this. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's oh, I'm gonna have to read this, hold on. He exact time have an equal high above a demand. It gives a reason to dig back inside of it. After we dig inside, we trade out of it again. We can take the previous high and then take out the low. This is exactly what Dave said above. Okay, Tora, I believe you. Give me the link and I'll check it out for myself. I will. You don't have to, record it. Just give me the link to the video. I'll watch it, and the timestamp preferably. Is that the video from yesterday? You said? I'll check it out, because this seems interesting. A valuable piece of information. But I'm sure it relies on concepts he already released. It's the vid 9? Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Vid 9 from the masterclass, right? Yeah, look at this. Look how this is taking the high. Crazy. Crazy. Another SNDR of the 5 second, but I'm not gonna really rely on that. This is a 1 minute zone. Did we close above? We didn't yet. So let me see that closure up above, and then we'll have an SNDR that we could maybe trade out of. So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the stream so far. I hope you guys are having fun. Oh, look at this trading up above. Damn! We might get a tap of the 50 and trade lower, or just straight up run through the MM. So with MMs, we know that the tap of the 50 and trade lower. Yeah, it's hitting the 70% of the zone. Wait, the 70? Are we sure about that, Chief? I'm gonna go back to the 1 minute. Oh, you mean the MM? Oh yeah, it could very well just sweep the zone. We had 400 as a target. We had 400s as a target at the start of the stream. I said we might be digging into the 400s. Look at us now. But yeah, realistically, this might just deliver a 1-to-1 going lower. So going to 339. Otherwise, have an entry sweeping, trading back into the range, possibly tapping something unmitigated below. That's what I see happening here. Oh yeah, if you're new, guys, make sure to subscribe. we call this we call these prices every single day, so there's a lot of valuable information here that you can get for free, by the way, for free. But no, people don't want people don't want stuff for free. Like I see when you give people stuff for free, they don't cherish it as much as if they paid for it. Like if they pay top dollar, the yeah, it's so much different, like how a person behaves when you give it for free, you give it for low cost, and you give it for high cost. Like when you actually put a good price tag on, you know, maybe something that you're selling, people are gonna take you a lot more seriously than if, yeah, just maybe charge $50 or free, for example. I wanted to see that 50 tap 278. 278. Yeah, me too. Me too. If your pricing are the same but then rounding above it. Yeah, I wanted to see that 50 as well. Wing saying I wanted to see that 50 tap as well. Don't worry. We had the same narrative. I told you guys, I even drew a trade here. It kind of sucks that, I mean, price is kind of moving really slowly today. A lot more slowly than we had before. But it did tap all of the areas, and it did deliver everything that we said. So this SNDR, we had this SNDR, the 5-minute one, we had the MM, we had the origin deliver for a 1-to-1, we had this SNDR before market open, we had, what else did we have? Nothing. That's it. But wouldn't a high price deter away a lot of potential customer? Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. It would. But if I would rather, look, me, if I was a mentor, I would rather have someone who is 100%, 110% interested in what I'm selling than 50%. Because with people who pay $50 for, let's say, a mentorship, a one-on-one, they take it less seriously than people who pay $2,000, $3,000 for it. I get your point, but honestly, you know, when there's so much money on the line, you know, they have to make it. They have to make it. Honestly, I would, if I had a mentorship, for example. That's exactly what I would do. I would charge a high ticket price. I wouldn't have a mentorship for $30, $50, $100, because that's, you know, somebody's gonna give you $50. They could spend it for gas the same day. $100. That $100 means nothing to them, you know. Well, it also matters where you're coming from and what country you're coming from. But yeah, I get your point, of course. It just, who do you want your customers to be? Well, I don't want to get into the marketing stuff, but yeah. I don't charge anything. I'm free. For now, I'm free. I'm here. I'm giving you guys this for free. So, cheers to that. Let me stop drinking because I'm gonna be pissing every single minute, and we don't want that. But yeah, really nice session today, guys. A really nice day. God bless all of you. Honestly. Yeah, so we could see a sweep of this MM high and then trade back into the range. I could see a possible scenario like this. we're gonna wait it out and see. It's sad to see because I honestly wanted an entry down here. I didn't get it, so that kind of sucks. But hey, we can't have everything, right? And have everything. Do you guys have any questions about price action, maybe? PA? I'm probably gonna be here for at least, let me see, I'm gonna do 5 more minutes. How would you guys like that? 5 more minutes and then I'll go, because there's kind of nothing that I could see, you know, potentially happening, like a trade, you know. Sadly, if there's gonna be a trade, I'm gonna post it in my free Discord, which you can join, by the way, down below. There's a link down below in the description. You can join my Discord, it's free. I post all of my live entries. I don't hide anything. If I take it, it's there. Make sure to stay tuned for that. Otherwise, you have some free value, like in the Learning Hub, especially. In the Learning Hub, you have my pre-trading routine, my trading plan, notes, how to scale your account, the backtesting template, indicators for NinjaTrader. You have market data for NinjaTrader. Like, there's so much stuff in the free Discord. Look at how this is trading higher. God damn. I'm gonna slap a fib on this. Yeah, I'm gonna slap a fib on this. Hold on. It's a higher time frame SNDR, like an hourly one. I was looking. If you were gonna enter on this with 1 micro, you would be risking $200 with the lowest lot size possible. You would be risking $200. Honestly, just insane. Let me see the hourly. Is the hourly gonna... Okay, the hourly did a double bottom. I didn't even see that. So we have a double bottom here on the hourly. Kind of looks like something. We have this imbalance here that we could be tapping into and trading lower. Sadly, there's no sweep. Yeah, we have this 15-minute imbalance maybe that we could be trading into. That's everything that I see. At least the 50. I would see at least the 50 being tapped. I was looking at my Discord earlier, right? And I saw that we had over 150 members. We are currently on 152, which is crazy. The community that we have built, it's crazy. Not a single hater yet. So we're gonna see how that's gonna go. But yeah, not a single one yet. Do you guys have any more questions? Otherwise, I'm gonna start wrapping things up. This is a higher time frame SNDR that we could be trading out of, right? You guys are with me. Yeah, so this is a higher time frame like SNDR, yeah, 4-hour SNDR that we could be trading out of. And that's honestly the only thing that I see happening. yeah. Otherwise, thank you guys all for coming. I appreciate every single one of you for coming. God bless all of you. I am grateful to have you, each and every single one of you here today. Really nice PA. And yeah, without further ado, please make sure to follow your rules. Make sure to yeah, yeah. Thank you, Benny. Thank you, Benny, for coming. So God bless, and see you guys tomorrow at 9:15. Tomorrow's gonna be NFP, so make sure to you know, bring some handcuffs with you so you don't take any dumb trades. It's gonna be wild tomorrow, okay? A lot of volatility. But yeah, see you guys tomorrow, okay, guys? Peace out, guys. Peace out.